Hey, good afternoon, everyone. You're welcome to another day. Yeah, you're welcome. It's another beautiful day to analyze the chart together. Yes. Thank you for joining, Mr. Silva. I presume I'm correct. Mr. Silva AJ, Mr. Salad Address. Thank you for joining, and even other people to still joining us. So it's beautiful to have everyone around here with us again today. Tuesday is one of my favorite days. You know why? Because yes, I get to come here and we get to have a beautiful time together, analyzing the charts and getting informed and implementing the information. Making the best use of it and deciding so correctly on the charts. So thank you for joining once again, and appreciation also goes to Bruce Funding for the avenue of such of this kind. It's not so common everywhere. So yes, we appreciate the team behind this, the ideas and everything making this possible. It's utmostly appreciated. So yes, in just maybe a minute or so, I'm heading straight to the charts. But before then, I would like to know if you can hear my voice and if you can see my screen. Please, can someone just let me know if you can hear my voice? If you can hear my voice so well, it's raining here. But if you can hear my voice so well and you can also see my screen, you're welcome, Mr. Little Chin, either a male or a female, I'm not so sure, but you are welcome. Little Chin, you are welcome. It's beautiful having you around. Please, can someone help me know if you can hear my voice and you can see my screen? Please, can you just type something down in the comment box, please? Can you just type something down in the comment box? If you can hear my voice so well and you can see my screen. Okay. While I wait for that, for confirmation from you, I presume it's all fine. Okay, because it seems all fine from my end here. But I just wanted to know how it is from your end to be sure that there is no issues at all. Okay. So yes, I'm heading straight to the charts. And yes, on the countdown of five, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. So welcome to my chart. I have some beautiful things to talk about today. Okay. So if you are joining already, please get a seat for yourself to sit, or wherever you are, just make yourself comfortable, because I want your mind to be prepared and I want you to stay tuned even to the end of this. Okay, because yes, I have beautiful things to show every one of us who had the privilege of joining today, and even for those that would also get to see this video, later when it's posted in our YouTube channel. So thank you again for joining and welcome to my channel. So yes, this is Euro USD, and okay, you know how I do it. For those that don't know, what I do every time I come to my chart is I go to the higher time frame, yes, to just know what's the flow of the market. But yes, over time we've gotten to analyze this. But again, I'm trying to address it like it's the first time we are coming to this chart. Okay, so what's up with Euro USD? I might not be able to start doing it all from the scratch, but I'll just be able to talk about it so I can just make you understand what I'm saying. So this is Euro USD in a nutshell on the monthly time frame, and like I always make my sample all the time. I always say that if you bring a little kid around to this chart and ask, do you feel this is ascending or it is descending? Okay. Do you feel like all the candles are falling to the downside or they are rising to the upside? And I feel like a smart kid is going to tell you, okay, in a case like this on this chart, it's going to tell you like this is what is actually descending and it's all falling to the downside. And with that, it is definitely a correct one. So this just the overall trend of what Euro USD. I just want to know so that we can just know the flow of the trend. And we can go, when we know the flow of the trend, we can also trade in the trend. We don't want to be against the trend. So now on getting to know that, yes, on the monthly time frame, EUR USD rather, and the selling, and you can see recently since even June 2021, that's even a year, more than a year ago. You see how EUR USD has been falling. Look how well it fell, how deep it fell from right here to this deep, and after that, it had to, for every impulse movement, there is always a consolidation, and either a consolidation or a retracement. Sorry about that, please. So I keep saying this over time. For every impulse movement, for every trade which is moving in the trend, for every impulse movement, there is always a retracement. There is a need for the market to also take a rest. There is a need for the market to catch some breaks before it keeps going again. Okay, the market is not just a one-way solo guy who just keeps going. No, after making the major movement, it takes a break, either as a consolidation, you can call the consolidation ranging or whatsoever, and if not as consolidation, it does take it as what, as retracement. Okay, and I'm just showing this on the monthly time frame so that we can just know what we are dealing with, even when we are going to the smaller time frame. So we are going to the smaller time frame with the mindset that yes, the overall bias is a sell. Okay, we are going with the mindset that the overall bias is a sell. But apart from the trend, apart from the the creation of the lower highs and lower lows, we can also see from our Fibonacci, which is right from this top, we can see how that EUR USD on hitting this base have been able to come into the 50 to the 61 Fibonacci area, and reverse from that spot. Yes, reverse back from this area and engulf it to the downside. So it's all pointing down. It's all clear that yes, EUR USD has been selling and it's still pointing now. So what's happening presently in the market? What do we want to do now? Let's scale to the weekly time frame. Now on the weekly time frame, you will see that I have a zone here. I have a support area here, and it's a major one, because don't forget, one of the basic things you study about support and resistance is that the more touches we have on the support or resistance area, yes, the stronger that level is. So yes, this level is a very strong one. Okay, and at every level, at every support or resistance area, there is always a tendency of manipulation. So there's always a need to be very, very careful, when the price has gotten to a major support or a major resistance area, whichever is the case. So as it is now, yes, don't forget our overall bias is a sell, and we expect it to keep bleeding to the downside. And if you also notice from here, this is even on the weekly time frame, right from from this top, look at how it had been bleeding, just the red candles all through. Look at how it bled all the way down to the support and still having a problem to breaking into the downside. So what do we feel like is going to happen in the next days or in the next weeks before it properly begins to sell? So for it to sell, it's a two-way thing. Okay, it's a two-way. The number one thing is you either wait. Let me plot this out. We either wait for it to break down. Okay, now I think I can go to. Okay, before I go to daily, let me also talk about this. Now, if you notice on the weekly time frame here, you would see that there is a similar M pattern we have here. Which top is here? Top one is here. Which top two is here? Okay, there is a similar M pattern we have here. And don't forget that for every creation of a double top or M pattern, whichever is the case, or a double bottom or W pattern, okay, at the break of the neckline, we expect a retest. Okay, it is until the retest happens before we get the entry. So we expect a retest, and on the confirmation of the retest, because not just the retest also has to be confirmed, of course, either by a candlestick formation or patterns or whatsoever. We just want a retest to happen. I want to see confirmed. I want to see the reversal confirmed, okay, before we get into the market. So yes, on creation of this W pattern, of this M pattern rather, on the weekly. Now let's go to the daily to see things better. So on the daily now, we don't forget that on the weekly we said a pattern was created here, which we are able to see it on the weekly because it was quite more obvious. But now on the daily, it looks like, okay, for a week candle to form, it's going to take 5 days candle. Okay, that's for a week. So the candles you are seeing here, which are 1, 1, 1, 1 here, okay, it was taking 5 days. It was taking 5 days before actually formed. So now I'm anticipating and speculating that on the break of the pattern to the downside, Euro USD to push to the neckline, and the basic neckline of which is the normal neckline, okay, which somewhere around here, that's where the market is presently. Sorry, please, I'm coming. Let me adjust this. Okay, so you can see where the market is presently now. Okay, you can see. I promise I'm not going to take too much time on Euro USD so that we can just eat other things we have. But Euro USD is having so much potential. That's why I'm just here to share. So presently, the market is at the what? Is at the neckline of the what? Of the pattern. Okay, but we have two neckline here. Neckline one is just the normal basics neckline of the what of this pattern, and neckline two is the what is the trend line. The trend line acting as a neckline. So trend line is acting as a neckline, and we also have another neckline. So presently now the market is at a neckline, which is the basics ones. But let me delete this because I don't want it to disrupt what we are doing. So now I expect it to touch the neckline to give us a retest and for us to give us a reversal pattern before we start to sell to the downside. And presently now the market is at it's still around the neckline. Okay, that's the normal neckline where it should be. It is around there, and we are yet okay. It's looking like, if you're looking close, it's looking like it wants to form a hem pattern, but we are not sure. We need to see the reversal. We need to see it confirm. We need to see it properly form and close down to the downside before we say it's a sell. But until that, okay, I'm still speculating that it might either wants to come here. Okay, and if it does not, I expect a reversal pattern here. Then we can confirm that, okay, yes, we feel like Euro USD is about to sell, and for nothing less than the 500 to 1,000 pip down to the overall TP I showed us before. So yes, this is it on Euro USD. So what are you expecting? What are you anticipating? We are anticipating by, yes, if we have a break to this upside, then it should come to somewhere around this place, okay? And if we do not have a break to the upside, okay, if we do not have a break to the upside, then we expect that we are anticipating that we see a reversal pattern around this place, probably a hem pattern, even on the 4 hours or whatsoever. We just want to see another confirmation here before we push it to the downside. Okay, so that's that on that for Euro USD. The overall bias is to sell, but the temporary bias is to buy. Don't get it wrong. The overall bias, which has so much of potential, is to sell. Okay, but the temporary bias, because we expect we test on the neckline before it pushes to the downside, is to buy. Okay, I think I've made myself clear on that, and now I think I have to go to S&P 500. S&P 500, I showed us this the last time, and I want to be emphatic, even more emphatic about it today again. Okay, let me check if I'm all fine, if my screen. Okay, Mr. Nikesh, you're welcome. Oh, wow, Mr. Leo, you're welcome, sir. Thank you for joining. Please, can you let me know if you can see my screen and you can hear my voice so well? Please, can you let me know in the comment box? Okay, I think I'm fine. I think I'm fine, though, but I just still want to know. Okay. So, okay. Thank you so much. Mr. Leo. Yes. Greetings to you, Mr. Leo. Thank you for joining. So yes, this is S&P 500, and see, I think it's possible. Of course, there's no better way to do this than just people to just join this analysis and just get the information. But see, this is one of the trade you don't want to joke with. This is one of the trade you want to hold for as long as possible. This is one of the trade you don't want to joke with. This is one of the trade you want to hold for as long as possible. Now, this is S&P 500. A lot of things is pointing to the upside. Don't get left behind. Now, reason one is because, on the reason one, you will see that S&P 500 as moving from one zone to the other zone, yes, and also creating higher highs and higher lows. That is point one. Then point two is that you would see that apart from the creation of higher highs and higher lows, from this dip, you will see the trend line giving us the first touch. Look at it, the second and the third, and don't joke with the third one. And also don't forget, last time we also drew our Fibonacci from here. Our Fibonacci was down from year to year, and it has also been able to bounce up the 50 to the 61 Fibonacci area. That is reason theory. Okay, that's reason theory. And another one also, you will notice that even my black line here has been acting, we had other reactions there earlier before then, and it's also acting like a support. I think you can see it better now like this. It's also acting as a support. So everything is pointing to the upside. And what's even the reason for? The reason for is also that we can see it. Look at the weekly. If a weekly candle could close like this, we had a major engulfing candle to the what? To the upside. So yes, the weekly candle engulfed, properly engulfed to the what? To the upside. So there is nothing that should get you behind on not trading the X&P 500 longing into the upside. So yes, you can see how powerful it was and how big it was able to engulf it to the upside. And this is even on the on the weekly. Now on the daily, okay, also on the daily, we saw the patterns push from here, came all just to fulfill our righteousness and just to come and touch the trend line. Now, if you have not gotten into the market or if you have not started buying, of course, you know where you should buy next to. Okay, the first level target should be 100% retracement. Okay, somewhere around here. Okay, and the overall target should be here. Okay, you can see it starts around 4779. Okay, and why the first level target is still around 4525. So yes, so if you haven't gotten into the market or if you haven't gotten a trade idea or an option to get into the market, what do you do or what do you anticipate for? Okay, like I said the last time, I said that okay, don't let me say like I said the last time, we are just anticipating and we are analyzing this fresh. Okay, so from this, I don't want to be deceived by this. Okay, I don't want to be deceived by the markets or the candles that actually close above this trend line. So from this, you would see that we have been able to also have our counter trend line has also been able to break to the downside and also retested. Okay, our counter trend line has also been able to break to the upside and also retested. But if you are yet to get into it, now what is possible going to happen? Now let me help you with what's possible going to happen. Now, looking closely and stay with me. Now, if you look at this place now, of course, this was a place that acted as a lower low, okay, a lower high rather. You see from here, we had the lower high, we had the lower low, then we had the lower high here. So this place also is also in connection to some candles earlier, and it's also acting as a resistance area. Not a major one, but we can call this a minor. So what are we expecting? We are expecting that, okay, if X&P 500 closes well, okay, on the 4 hours, if you see 2 4 hours candle close to the upside, there's nothing stopping you. A very well-formed candle, there's nothing stopping you to join into the market. And from this, you can also be skeptical about it, that you might still want to give some push to the downside. But what I'm just saying that let this line, let this area, let it be your judge. If you see the market, if you see the candles or the market closes, above this support, above this area, then you should get into it. And if you see it closes, then it means it still wants to give you further room. Probably wants to give a creation of a higher low. Okay, probably wants to give you a creation of higher low before you push to before you push it to the upside. So I hope you are still with me and you really get what I'm saying. So what I'm saying is, yes, let that blue line, let it be your judge. Okay, if you see it closes to the upside so well, then get into the market. Okay, and if it closes below, it means that you still have to calm down. It might just want to give you creation of the higher low before it pushes to the upside. But don't forget, the overall bias with the long-term plan is to buy. And as you can see, okay, and as you can see, the weekly candle was strongly able to engulf it to the upside. So don't miss X&P 500. What are you waiting for now? You are getting into the week, you are getting into your chart to know that, okay, yes, X&P 500, I'm either waiting for a proper close above this line, or if you close below, I'll just be calm and see you create a proper higher low before I also join in to start longing you to the next, okay? To the next TP. Okay, so that's that on X&P 500. Okay, that's that on X&P 500. Then I think I should also talk about, please hold on. Okay, so we have almost same case with also US30. Okay, also on US30, you would also see US30. US30 was a major one too. You see how last week candles was able to engulf it, and you see my zones here. I think that for a while, maybe some, even if it's not even up to a month now, I think there was a time I was really, really, shouting it here that, okay, don't be swept away. Don't be confused about US30. Don't be taken away with like, it is a sell. Okay, this guy is not selling. the sell or the candles forming are below this area is just what is just to trap in sellers. Don't get into that trap. Okay, I was saying it here, and you'll be able to see how the last week candle was able to engulf not even only the last 2 weeks candle, even the previous week's candle. So we had 1, we had 2, we had 3, we had 4, we had 5. Look how it was there. And you don't joke with engulfing candle, especially if it's not even engulfing 1. Engulfing 1, engulfing 2, engulfing 3, engulfing 4, and engulfing 5. Okay, so now what do you do for what? US30. US30, of course, you can see the counter trend line here. The counter trend line has been drawn. And of course, yes, it has been broken to the upside. You should get the entry now, but I would say that you should wait. Okay, why am I saying you should wait? Because I want you to have a proper risk to reward ratio. Why? Because I feel like if you push it to the upside, you should still come to retest this area. Yes, you should still come to retest this area before it properly pushes to the upside. So what I'm anticipating on US30, I'm also anticipating that it pushes to this place first, and don't forget it pushes to the upside. And of course, this is the first level target, while the overall targets will be around 36581. So that's that also on US30. So I've been able to talk about Euro USD. I've been able to talk about US30. I have been able to talk about X&P 500. So let's go to GBP USD, and I think I'll also be able to talk about AUD USD. So GBP USD is having some alike correlation to what? Okay, to Euro USD too. So yes, on the overall target, looking at it from the monthly, okay, the overall target is also, you see how the overall trend, you will see how it has been selling from one zone to the other, breaking. This is just the monthly time frame, and you can see, okay, this is so clear that yes, we have been having higher lows and higher highs, lower lows and lower high, lower lows and lower high, lower lows and lower high. And look at how it had been dipping, and yeah, we had a major consolidation around yet August 2008 to when? To November 2016, you would imagine. So everybody that was trading within the range of the 8 years was already trading around 1.7 to 1.4. Oh, this market is so funny. You would imagine. So everyone trading around GBP USD was already trading within the space of 1.7 to 1.4. Wow. That's just 300 pips. So all you could do is either to buy or to sell. So now look at it. People were entrapped, and it kept moving back and forth to the down, to the up, to the down, to the up, to the down, to the mid, to the up, to the mid, to the mid again, then to the down before it finally broke to the downside. And even look at it again, that another smaller one, and yes, we're having back and forth with it. Now, what are we expecting on GBP USD? Now, the current wave have been a sell, and right from this top here with our Fibonacci, we can also see that we've been able to have it here from the swing high to the swing low, and yes, on the retracement, that's been able to engulf and bounce off the 50 to the 61 Fibonacci area. So yes, this is a major one, and yes, we are expecting that the overall next profit target should be somewhere around this base. Okay, yes, so somewhere here. Don't joke with it. In 6 months, or okay, not necessarily 6 months. It's the market. It decides how fast or how slow it wants to move. What I'm just saying, basically, that in time to come, you would see that we will be here to say that, oh yes, we said this around when November 2023, and while we're on live analysis, BRF Lopez was analyzing the chart, and he said, wow, so this is it. And this is not even the first. You can go back to our YouTube videos and see many of our peers we've been able to analyze and say, yes, it's going to get to somewhere around here, and over time it does get there. Okay, so what am I saying on GBP USD? I'm also anticipating a sell, but before the sell, okay, it's going to be a massive sell. Okay, so what I'm saying, that prepare yourself for yourself. So if you have some trades you are on presently now that does not want it to be on your on your trading journal, on your trade history and all, please just calm down and just wait. Okay, just wait, because you have some big bank to bank. We have some big trades to actually bank. So you really have to take your time to make sure that your account is ready. Okay, don't let your account be so low that, okay, either as a challenge account, either as a funded account, preserve your capital, wait for the best trade, take it, and maximize your account. Yes, please maximize your account. So don't forget, okay, Euro USD, the overall bias is to sell. GBPUSD, the overall bias is sell. But how do you get to what, or what are you expecting, or what are you waiting for on GBPUSD? Okay, let me help us with that. So yes, right. On dipping from here, we saw how it was also reacting to this major support, and yes, we had a bullish engulfing candle that pushed, and the whole push was just to give us a touch on the neckline. So yes, on the neckline, you will see that after the break of the M pattern that was formed there, we had not necessarily M pattern. It was more like a creation of a high, okay, that gave us a low, that gave us another equal high, that gave us another equal low before a new higher high was formed, and we had another new higher formed. And this is looking like, okay, after the recent higher high, before the most recent higher high, now before the dip, we're looking like here is serving like, we might not call this a neckline, but yes, serving like a support and also at the same time a resistance area. Okay, so what are we expecting? We are expecting that it goes back to give us a proper retest. And yes, it's looking like we had already one up to the downside, one top to the upside. Okay, but yes, after it gave a touch here, it did not actually give us a pattern. We are not seeing a bearish reversal pattern to say that, oh, it's time to sell. So we are expecting that we see another push to the upside. Yes, so we are expecting that we see another push to the upside, and after that we expect that, yes, if from there it should be ready for the big sell. Okay, so I hope you are with me. Then it should be ready for the big sell. So this is my speculations on GBPUSD. For some time I've not been talking about GBPUSD because I felt like GBPUSD has been dragging and it's not be ready. But now I can tell you that GBPUSD is prepping and preparing so well for the big sell. So yes, what are we expecting? What are we waiting for? We are all just waiting for this market to just push to the upside, to give us a proper pattern, to give us a proper candle formation, to give us a proper bearish reversal pattern, and we won't see that before we engage in the sell. So for now, temporarily, I expect that I should still buy to the upside. Okay, and if it does not, okay, I feel like it should does that. I feel like it should does that because it has to fulfill this before it pushes to the world. Because of course, for every reversal pattern, most times it forms as a pattern. You can see it form as M patterns, W pattern, head and shoulder, and whatsoever. So now it's not like we're having a head here, except that this wants to serve as a head and this wants to serve as a shoulder. Probably wants to push the downside and give us another shoulder here. So whatever he wants to do, I'm just saying that we still need to exercise patience, but the overall bias is to sell, while the temporary one is to buy. Okay, so that's that on GBPUSD. And lastly, let me talk about AUD/USD. Okay, AUD/USD too. We've been on this guy for a while. Don't forget, we always have to go to the higher time frame to see how things are. Okay, and so that's it on the monthly, and on the weekly too. We saw a major consolidation around this place, and after breaking forth to the below side, it was also having a minor one. And what is happening presently with AUD/USD? So AUD/USD is looking unclear. Don't forget the overall potential and the overall bias on AUD/USD is also to sell. We expect it to sell down to 0.6, around these 0 points. Although the first level target should be around 0.62000, okay, around this place, that's where the first profit target should be, but the overall should be 0.6, okay, let me just say 0.6000 because AUD/USD do like round figures. But before then, what's happening presently and what are we anticipating? So now we've been having back and forth. Look at since August 15. We'll be having a back and forth also on the mini consolidation with AUD/USD. Yes, from this, kept buying, kept selling, kept buying, kept selling. Today's buying, tomorrow is selling. Today's buying, tomorrow is selling. Looks like it broke to the downside, pushed back to the top of the base and all. So now what we are expecting now is, okay, looks like on the recent trend line that was actually created, it looks like it was broken to the downside. Okay, is there a news? Because it's looking like this is pushing massively to the upside. But what I just want to say is almost what like is happening now. So I expect that, yes, it give us a push to the upside, and it give us like a push on the counter trend line that was actually drawn. And on the push to that, I expect that after that, it should give us a proper pattern to the downside. So that's that from me for you today. And I think I've been able to talk about Euro USD, GBP USD, AUD USD, US 30, and XMP 500. And the most one with most potentials is, don't forget, XMP 500 and Euro USD, even US 30. And don't miss this for anything. All you have to do is just to wait and get in at the right time. All you have to do is just to wait and get in at the right time. I think there is you can see, what were you just talking about? Oh God, is there a news? Okay, is there a news? What's happening? Okay, today is Tuesday. Okay, 2:30. What's the CPI today? Okay, so you can see how massive this is. Wow, you can see how massive this is. And this is going so well. So yes, it's just about you knowing this. It's just proper technical analysis. I already saw that GBP USD could not just go and slide down that way. So I was seeing this, and I expected it to, push to the upside before anything. And and you can see it happening. It's happening live. I was talking about it, and it's happening live. And this is not even the first time. But let me even give a check on the USD too. Wow! Oh wow! Awesome. I know those of you online can also see what I'm saying. So yes, we talk about it. It's not magic. It's just technical analysis. It's just what we feel. It's just what we want to see. No. So that's that from me. And don't get hesitated. Take it easy. Let me go back to my people and her. So yes, thank you for joining, Mr. Luke. Thank you so much for joining in, sir. It's Salad Hargreaves. It's beautiful having you around, Mr. Leo. This man is consistent. Let me say consistent. So consistent. I appreciate you, brother, and I appreciate even every other person probably that joined in and I was not able to give a shout out to. Okay, and I think everybody here. Okay, yeah, I've been able to, and to everyone who joined in and also had to leave due to one thing or the other that they needed to attend to. Shout out to every one of you, and also big shout out to Buzo Funding, every of the major person who gave this innovation of such of this. Shout out to you all. Shout out to the owner. Shout out to the CEO. Shout out to everybody. Starglow FS it's beautiful having you around. So shout out to every team member working together to make Buzo Funding a top notch. To hold the support on behalf of Mr. Luke, Mr. Frank, Mr. Austin, Mr. George, Mr. Scott, as much as I can remember, and I can't even remember now, everyone, Mr. Adam, everyone working together to just make this, a top-notch proprietary fund, and also serving the trader as best as possible. And we can also see that the traders are also happy with what Buzo Funding. So yes, thank you all for joining. Don't miss this live analysis again next week, Tuesday, same time, same place. And if you feel like you still also need to get to see some things and address some things and still get some things even much more better, you can revisit the video on our YouTube channel, and you should get a quality, information there. So thank you. See you all a nice time and have a blessed week. Bye, everyone.